This video is brought to you by Grandeur Warranty, your #1 online source for factory-backed extended warranties in the country.
A lot of people are saying Nissan's in trouble. So what does that mean? Just avoid their entire lineup? I say nay. Today I have the 2025 Nissan Sentra, and I'm going to show you why this is still a solid option for you to consider and why Nissan is still making a great car. First impressions driving the Sentra, it's relatively comfortable, you know, for what this car is in this class. This is pretty comfortable. You know, I do feel some of the imperfections in the road. No, this is not the top of the line suspension, you know, but you know, steering feels kind of weighty, you know, also kind of expected, but it doesn't compete with the Mazda 3 and the Civic in the fun factor category, at least in my opinion, because those cars are a little more responsive and communicative when it comes to that type of driving experience. The 0 to 60 time is a little sluggish. You know, we're talking 8.9 seconds, which is actually on par with the Civic, but the Mazda 3 is a little bit quicker in that aspect. Well, there's a lot of consumers out there that are looking for a new car that has modern features, great fuel economy, you know, modern safety features, but they need it in an affordable price. And this Nissan Sentra has been an anchor in that type of category for decades. Now, when it comes to styling, in 2024, we did get a facelift, which gave us a new updated front grille, which looks more sophisticated in my opinion. And then coming around the corner, we do have 17-inch alloy wheels, which is part of the SV Premium package, but you can get 16 or 18-inch wheels. And then something I do like, got this piece of black trim here, which gives it the illusion that it has a floating roof design, which looks pretty cool. Overall, pretty simple, nothing too extravagant. And then coming back into the trunk space, got 14 cubic feet of trunk space, and that's a pretty decent amount of space. Let's see what we've got hiding under here. Look at that, we've got a space saver spare. Always something I love to see. Talking power, the Sentra comes with a 2-liter 4-cylinder, made it up to a CVT, producing 149 horsepower. Now, the CVT is always going to be everyone's big, I don't want that, I want a transmission, blah, blah, blah. Well, it is more efficient for sure, but it certainly doesn't give off like a sporty vibe. In fact, if anything, it's pretty loud and pretty sluggish, especially under harder acceleration. And this could pose as a bit of an issue if you're trying to pass at highway speeds. Now, this Sentra has a few packages, which brings it up to a price of just over $28,000, but they can be had for $22,000. But where you're going to see most of the upgrades is with this interior. It has the SV Premium package, which gives you things like diamond stitch leather interior, the power moonroof, power seat with adjustable lumbar, 8-speaker Bose system. I mean, this 2-tone interior just looks very premium, not something you would think to see in a Nissan Sentra for a price point of in the 20,000. This also has the cold weather package, which comes with dual climate zones, heated front seats, heated steering wheel, heated side mirrors, and remote start. With the SV trim, it comes with an 8-inch touchscreen with a physical volume knob and tuning knob. It also comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. However, it is not wireless, so you will have to plug in for that. But also for 2025, the SV now has Nissan Connect, which includes access to Nissan's app integration and a Wi-Fi hotspot. Not to mention, we also have a 360 camera view, which is not even something that comes standard on some higher end vehicles. So to see this on a Sentra is pretty awesome. Down here it has a couple of USB ports and a 12-volt socket. This is a good spot to put your phone. Keeps it from sliding around all over the place, but it is not a wireless charging pad, so keep that in mind. We have push start ignition, really nice to see, and then also an actual shifter. This is, I feel like this is an old school thing nowadays because they're always trying to reinvent the wheel, but I'm really happy to see that. I've got a couple cup holders and a very deep center console, which is really nice to have. This video is brought to you by our friends over at Grainger Warranty, the leading online manufacturer-backed extended warranty dealer in the country, covering nearly every make and model like this Nissan Sentra. With Grainger, you can save up to $1,000 on your extended warranty. Bring your ride to any appropriate dealer in the country, where they'll get it fixed up with manufacturer parts installed by manufacturer-trained techs. Head over to GraingerWarranty.com, get yourself some peace of mind for the ride you love. Jumping into the back of the Sentra, you know, for a compact sedan, I have a pretty good amount of space back here. I've left the seat where I would have it where I'm driving 5'7" for reference. Not a whole lot of headroom, so if you're taller than me, this could get uncomfortable, but legroom, I've got 35 inches of legroom back here, and my legs are relatively pretty comfortable, and these seats are actually very comfortable. We got zero gravity seats, so they're gonna help with anti-fatigue. They're very comfortable, and I love that they continued on with this premium diamond style stitching back onto this leather. Let's see what the squish factor is on our center console. Oh, very plush, very luxurious, you know. We got a couple cup holders, and then there are no rear vents back here. There is one USB port, no vents, but we do have a couple cup holders and then even larger cup holders on the side door. You know, on this kind of chilly Colorado day, it's very gloomy out, it's 40 degrees, but I got my heated seats on, my heated steering wheel, I've got this really nice interior. I mean, I'm cruising along, and don't get me wrong, okay, so the CVT is loud. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But when you're just kind of cruising, you don't hear that at all. It's really only under hard acceleration. So, you know, when you're passing or an on-ramp or anything like that, yes, then it's gonna be a little bit loud. But for the majority of your driving experience, it's actually quite comfortable and rather pleasant. So about the touchscreen, one thing it doesn't have is it doesn't have navigation, but listen, most people are gonna be syncing up to their Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, which is going to be able to give them navigation. So that is a nice little workaround that you can get from something that doesn't come available on the car. But for the most part, this is very, you know, this touchscreen is very easy to use, very colorful, might I add. And just everything about this cockpit is just, it flows nicely. It's very logical. Everything's easy to find and manage, and nothing's too over-teched out and, you know, overwhelming and overcomplicated. It's just, I want to make it colder, boom, dial. I want the fan speed up, boom, dial. You know, it's just, it's a lot easier in my opinion. Sometimes less is in fact more. Yeah, okay, so I'm merging on a highway right now, and I'm just hitting 60, and that was loud. That was very, very loud. For me, I prefer, you know, more refined machine, right? But that doesn't mean that this couldn't get the job done. It just, the CVT is very loud. It's not my favorite. I just don't like it at all. Overall, it's a great commuting car, you know, or if you live in the city, or if you're a first-time driver, or you know, go to college, this is still a solid little get me around town car, especially with an EPA of an estimated 34 mpg combined. So is it the sportiest or fastest compact sedan on the market? No. But with its nicer interior and modern features all bundled into a very affordable price, this is still a solid option for you to consider, and proof that Nissan's still making great cars out there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Check out alltfl.com for even more videos. This is Jen. Thank you for watching.
You guys love car and trucks? Well, I've got 3 great podcasts that you will enjoy listening to, because we are deep into cars and trucks. And talking about trucks, right here is my man Andre and Case working on the next episode of Talking Trucks, where they delve deep into everything that is truckish, including breaking truck news, talking about the different models that are coming up, and of course, tearing down the world of trucks as only Andre and Case know how to do. But if trucks are not your thing and cars are sort of your thing, check out Carish, our podcast that is sort of car adjacent with Jen and Mary being the ish part of Carish. And finally, Tommy and myself talk all about cars at TFL's Car Chat, where we look into the newest models, talk about what's happening in the world of cars, break down the latest news. All three of these podcasts are available wherever you get your podcasts, so check them out. I think you'll really enjoy them.